Before we get into it, you need to know what particle gas pedals are. The Large Hadron Collider, LHC, at CERN is basically a massive 17-mile-wide ring of extremely strong magnets. This is the biggest, baddest particle smasher, the strongest we've ever built. It can almost recreate the universe's conditions from its inception. This machine could be built to find the universe's secrets, hold the key to even more extensive material. Started back in 1954, CERN is a top research place with 23 countries involved, and tons of scientists work there. It's a hub for minds to collaborate and create things. The LHC is CERN's superstar project, but it's only one piece of a huge setup of particle accelerators. Consider it like a racetrack, but for tiny particles. The LHC makes protons go super fast, almost the speed of light, then crashes them together. This makes energy like what was around at the Big Bang. It gets crazy hot, way hotter than the sun's core. The protons are held on track by magnets, and special coolers keep things colder than space. The beam crashes at 4 spots on the ring. Where the particle detectors are: Atlas, CMS, ALICE, and LHCb. Each examines distinct aspects of things in particle physics. They're like massive cameras that record the crashes. Researchers study the leftovers to find stuff like the super-rare God particle or Higgs boson and other particles that could show us how the universe is built. By looking closely at the tiny stuff, we learn about the whole universe. But every time we come up with an answer, a new question pops up. With each find, there's a new test. The LHC isn't just a science tool, it's proof of people's curiosity and how far science has come. It shows we really want to learn and understand how the main forces shape the universe. But as we push what we know, we must consider the ethics of it all. What could go wrong by looking into the unknown? We might accidentally let loose something we cannot control. At CERN, they're always testing what we know. Something has come up that's got even Brian Cox, a scientist who used to work at CERN and is well-versed in particle physics, talking. He said the LHC aims to make a mini Big Bang. Yeah, a small version of the thing that started everything. Cox also talked about what this could imply, stating that the LHC could help us make big finds, like finding out about the Higgs boson and dark matter, mysterious elements that comprise the majority of the universe. Imagine having the power to make the stuff the universe is made of. Sounds cool, but it's super risky. This mini Big Bang isn't just an idea. It's real in the LHC. The heat, pressure, and energy there are similar to what was around when the universe started, like being there at the very beginning. But with that kind of power, we have to be responsible. What if something messes up? Actually, something did go wrong in 1978. A Russian physicist named Anatoly Bugorsky had a really bad accident. He was working on a machine when a beam of protons hit him right in the head. It went in and out of one side, but he stayed conscious. He even walked to get help. He was still able to think, but the beam damaged some tissue, so he lost hearing in one ear and had some facial problems. This shows how strong and dangerous these particle accelerators can be. We can't downplay the risks of a particle smasher like the LHC. There's a chance of weird reactions and messing with the basics of everything. This isn't just sci-fi movie stuff. Real scientists have said they're worried about it. One of the scariest things about the LHC is that it might make a mini black hole. Black holes have so much gravity that not even light can escape. They starve stars and are quite bizarre. The idea that the LHC could make one, even a tiny one, shocks everyone. It could grow out of control and eat the Earth. CERN people say any black hole would be shaky and vanish quickly. But this small chance has made people scared, curious, and amazed at the power we have. To get how the LHC could make a black hole, you need to know the basics. When protons crash together at almost light speed, they make so much energy, it bends space and time. Imagine a trampoline. If you drop something heavy on it, it bends. If the thing is heavy enough, it could make a hole so deep that everything around it gets pulled in. That's kind of what could happen at the LHC's quantum level. There's a belief that there are additional dimensions we can't see. If they're real, the LHC could tap into them and make a gravitational spot that forms a tiny black hole. This has caught the eye of scientists like Stephen Hawking. He said that the Higgs boson could get unstable at really high energy, which could cause a vacuum decay that could not just mess up Earth, but the whole universe. Sir Martin Rees, a well-known cosmologist, also had worries about CERN. In his book about the future, he discussed the worst-case scenario, a failed test causing vacuum instability, which would then spread through space and time and maybe destroy everything. He said this wasn't that likely, but we should still take it seriously because the stakes are so high. CERN researchers have done tests, looked at theories, and taken steps to keep everything safe. Brian Cox said the LHC team checks their safety, plans to make sure the LHC is running safely. Cox told people that the energy levels are normal for Earth and that the chance of making a stable black hole is super low. Even if they did, scientists think it would be so small and wobbly that it would disappear fast in a burst of energy called Hawking radiation. Cool moment, and then gone. Some people think the LHC could open a door to another universe. Most scientists don't buy this, but it's become a popular fear. What's on the other side? Could we accidentally let things through that we don't want to? The idea of opening a door to something bad has been blown out of proportion in the news, which makes people worry even more. But how did this idea start? And what does it mean for science? The idea of extra dimensions isn't new in physics. String theory says there might be more dimensions than we know. These could be hidden but still reachable in crazy situations. Think of the LHC as a key that unlocks doors that have remained closed since forever. When protons crash with never-before-seen energy, they could make ripples that check out these hidden dimensions. If these dimensions are there, the LHC could show them. But it's important to know that while the LHC is strong, there's no proof it'll open a door to another universe, let alone something terrifying. The mystery of what's unknown, combined with the odd nature of quantum physics, keeps people interested. So, should we be scared about the LHC and what it could do? It's easy to get carried away by the news and fear the world's end, but the truth is, CERN scientists know about the risks. They've taken steps to make sure their experiments are safe, and they're always watching and checking their work. The good things that could come from the research, like understanding the universe better, finding new particles, and looking at dark matter, are a big deal. It's not just showing off what humans can do. It's a way to see right into the heart of the universe. Like any major scientific advance, there are risks, and we should be curious, careful, and respectful. The Large Hadron Collider is where science is at its cutting edge. It's where ideas about physics meet real-life tests. Its ability to answer questions about the universe, like where mass comes from and what dark matter is unparalleled. Even with safety plans and checks, the LHC continues to bring up awe-inspiring mystery and fear. The size of both the machine and the power it generates is amazing. As every new experiment results in new discoveries, most scientists are sure that the LHC is safe, but there are still unknowns. What if new, weird issues arise that alter our perspective on physics? The LHC is testing the limits of what we know and how much we can control nature. As particle crashes make conditions we haven't seen since the Big Bang, the importance of these tests raises concerns about tampering with the basic building blocks of the universe. Still, what the LHC has accomplished in particle physics is really important. It found the Higgs boson, helped us understand the Standard Model, and opened doors to possibly creating new advancements that may impact our future. Despite the dangers, the attempt to learn is one of the things that people strive for. The path of science isn't always safe. The LHC is no different in this regard. Its experiments look at the edge of physics, where what we think we know doesn't always apply. Physicists have, for years, had a hard time understanding the basic forces of nature: gravity, electromagnetism, the weak nuclear force, and the strong nuclear force. These all help make matter. The LHC is proof of how smart and curious humans are. It's taking us forward in ways we couldn't have thought. It's more than just a tool for science. It's a sign of working together, bringing people from all over the world to figure out the secrets of the universe. The LHC is trying to answer questions people have had for years. What are the basic forces running our reality? What are the true pieces that make up matter? How did the universe get to be where it is today? The LHC has already done cool things, like demonstrating that the Higgs boson exists in 2012. It continues to advance our knowledge every time protons crash in the machine. There is a possibility of discovering something new, from new particles to things we've never seen before. But with great power comes great responsibility. Scientists are aware of the risks, both known and unknown, that come with tests at the edge of physics. The concept of controlling the forces that made the universe or making things like mini black holes causes concern. Physicists such as fundamental science has frequently established unexpected shifts in technology. When researchers first began to investigate quantum mechanics, they had no idea it would eventually result in microchips and smartphones' excessive data storage capacity. Another marvel is the LHC's output. In itself, each second, detectors collect information from millions of particle collisions. To make sense of it all, CERN has had to develop some of the world's most advanced data processing systems and algorithms. The requirement for high-volume, high-speed computing resulted in the invention of the World Wide Web at CERN in the 1990s. Today, their computing global infrastructure that connects this is a supercomputer that spans continents. Immense data analysis capability not only aids physics, but also sets the stage for breakthroughs in artificial machine learning and intelligence. Additionally, there is a fascinating cultural angle to the LHC, because it deals with concepts like dark matter, antimatter, additional dimensions, and the very beginning of the universe. It has made famous imagination in a way few scientific projects ever do. It frequently appears in books, films, TV shows, and internet lore. This exposure to the media is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it sparks enthusiasm about science. On the other, it may propagate false information or fuel fear-based narratives. Still, the fact that people are even talking about quarks and bosons over dinner conversations shows how powerful the LHC's impact has been beyond academic circles. Meanwhile, ethical considerations continue to evolve. Should there be a global framework for regulating high-energy physics experiments, like international treaties around nuclear weapons and genetic modification? Some argue that pushing the limits of the quantum level of reality ought to come with checks and balances. The issue isn't just about catastrophic failure, it's also about responsible stewardship of knowledge. Once a discovery is made, like a new state of matter or a method for modifying space's vacuum state, who decides how it's used? At the same time, it's important to recognize the LHC's role in education. The facility supports countless PhD programs, internships, and research fellowships. It's not just building our knowledge base, but training future generations of scientists and engineers. These individuals often take their skills into other industries, helping to advance innovation in every way. The LHC's influence spreads far beyond physics into computing, communications, electronics, and even finance through complex modeling techniques. What also makes the LHC unique is its humility in the face of the unknown. Unlike some areas of science that work with clear hypotheses and expected results, particle physics accepts that not every experiment will yield definitive answers. Many discoveries at the LHC have taken years to verify and are still being debated. This patient approach to uncertainty is a lesson in today's world, increasingly obsessed with quick results and instant gratification. Finally, the LHC challenges our understanding of the universe, not just in scale, but in purpose. Are we trying to decode the universe because we are able to, or because we believe it holds meaning for us? Are we driven by curiosity alone, or is there an underlying hope that through science we can answer age-old philosophical questions about existence, purpose, and even consciousness? Regardless of whether the LHC ultimately reveals the secrets of dark matter or extra dimensions, its real value might come from what it represents: humanity's never-ending quest to discover, ask, and understand. It reminds us that the biggest leaps often begin with the smallest particles, and that, even when we peer into the fabric of the universe, we're also looking at ourselves.